Just in case this part got overlooked, but you can have a cranionectomy and a laminectomy, which is what I have. Just to go a little bit more into detail with that, of course, each surgery does have its own risks, and you want to do research about the neurosurgeon before you have it, and really sit down and think or pray if you're religious about it before you actually make that type of decision, because it is a very long, hard, complicated recovery. A cranionectomy is when they go into the base of your skull, if this is your skull here. So your brain, my stems actually protruded through, and that shouldn't happen. And they should be round, and mine were almond shaped. But they go through and they put a spacer and remove part of the skull, so you actually have more space for the fluid to actually flow through and for your brain to sit a little bit better. Below your skull, on your vertebrae, you have your C1, which is your first part. My brainstem was going so far back, it was actually hitting my vertebrae. So they removed the vertebrae and they moved part of my skull and put a spacer in so my brain can actually sit more comfortably. That is what's called a cranionectomy and a laminectomy. There are other procedures that you can have. I'm not too familiar with them as well. And I know some people also have shunts put in, and those can also be having other long-term side effects as well. Each person responds to surgery completely differently. My surgery, it took about 4 years, not 4 years, but 4 months for me to actually be able to have like a normal day-to-day life. And I'm still having complications, and I probably will for the rest of my life. But I will say that some parts are a little bit easier, but it does make a huge impact on your life.